Ladies, stop telling women, especially your friends, that their man is cheating on them. They know, they don't care, and they're going to stand beside him. So, in this TikTok, a young lady is showing us how her windshield is smashed up and her vehicle is damaged because she told her friend that her man was cheating. She saw her friend's man out and about, and another woman got into his car with him. So she alerts her friend. And what does her friend do? Run back to her man and throw her under the bus for telling the truth. The boyfriend, afraid of losing his resources, which is the girlfriend, took a wrench and beat her car up. Please understand that most women would rather have a boyfriend than they would have friends. By alerting your friend to her boyfriend or her husband or whoever's infidelity, you are putting yourself at risk and in danger. She's not going to leave him. In fact, she is going to go back to him and they're both going to gossip and talk about how you're single, bitter, and miserable. She's not going to believe you and she's not going to leave. Let that man cheat on her in peace and mind your business.
Hey y'all, I'm the Sovereign Woman. Welcome back to my channel. That was Kat, and I, for the most part, I agree with what she's saying. This conversation is pretty nuanced, and I just have a suggestion on this because I've been in this situation a few times before, and I just wanted to share with you guys how I have dealt with this and what I would do if I was ever in this situation again. Just to give you guys an idea if you're like stuck, like, oh my God, I don't know what I should do. So, anytime I feel as though I am getting close to a certain woman or certain women, I know we're hanging out more or we're talking to each other on the phone more or we're going shopping, we're going on trips. Anytime I feel like we're cool enough to that level where we're doing any of those things, I'm naturally going to be protective of you, even if we are not like besties, because I don't really consider too many people to be my best friend. Now, I've had a lot of women consider me that, but it wasn't necessarily mutual, but I just went along with it. But we don't have to be besties. I don't have to look at you as a bestie to want to tell you the truth if I seen some shit. So anytime I put you in a category where we're cool enough, I ask. And I've done this with women when it was just the two of us, and I've done it with a group of women. And I ask everybody, if I had some information that your husband or your boyfriend or baby daddy or whoever was cheating on you, would you want to know? Would you want me to tell you? And I've had women to tell me, yes, I want to know no matter what. And I've had women to tell me, nah, nah, don't tell me shit. And you have to kind of go into this situation. I already know a lot of us are going to have the best intentions for the most part when it comes to this sort of thing. But you always have to understand that number one, what they tell you today might be different 6 months from now, or 2 years from now, or tomorrow. And you also have to know that just like the woman in the video that Kat was talking about, there are women who you really think is your friend and they will literally get mad at you. They will get mad at you for telling them, even if they told you to tell them. And even if you've never had that conversation with them and you just like, we're friends, and you tell them, they'll still get mad at you. They'll stop talking to you. They'll stop inviting you to stuff or whatever. So you kind of have to go into it knowing that the friendship could be affected. Now, I personally don't care that much about friendships being affected in that way. Like if I told a friend of mine that I saw her husband cheating on her, or I saw her boyfriend out with another woman or whatever, I am more concerned with her knowing so that she can make the proper decision and keep herself safe. That's my objective. If she decides she doesn't want to be friends with me anymore, or she starts acting funny or whatever, I'm typically not going to take offense to that. Because if the friendship goes sour, I'm going to know it was her fault and she was never my true friend to begin with, or whatever you want, however you want to look at it. There was times in my life when I was in my 20s and I was kind of afraid of like losing friends if I told them something that I seen. I don't feel that way now at my age. I just don't. If you want to end the friendship or start acting funny or not talking to me anymore, that's on you. And if you have ever been in that situation and you couldn't figure out why they did this, oh my God, I was trying to help her. I was looking out for her. Why is she acting like this? Understand that the number one typical reason is that the woman is embarrassed. She's embarrassed and she's ashamed because she knows she ain't leaving that man no time soon, if ever. And another thing that I found is that women like that tend to like to get around certain friends, certain people, family members who they know don't know their situation or who they think don't know their situation. And they like to brag and pretend like they have the best man and the best relationship and oh he's so good to me or he did this or he bought me that and he's blah blah blah. I don't know about you, but I'm happily married. I don't know about you, but my baby daddy make me happy and blah blah blah. They know that if you were around that they would not be able to lie in front of you. I hope that makes sense. Like you're standing there and you're sitting there watching them brag and lie about how happy their marriage is and their man ain't never cheated on them and he ain't never hit them and he ain't never did this and that. It was easier for that woman to just stop talking to you and stop coming around you and stop inviting because she needs to brag about her marriage or her relationship to other people in order to validate herself. I find that that's one of the top reasons why they ghost you because they're embarrassed and they won't be able to lie in your presence without looking stupid because they already know you're going to start looking at them fraudulent. Like, girl, what? And I'm telling you, it's really that simple 9 times out of 10. These women know that they're not leaving these men. They value the man or their relationship more than they value their friendships. Unfortunately, every woman is not a girl's girl. They don't look at women as sisters. They see women as competition and they see women as somebody to flex in front of. And that's just unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So if you've ever found yourself in that situation, it is not you. Do not blame yourself. You could go ahead and take Kat's advice and just say, hey, I'm not saying nothing no matter what. I don't care. I know me personally, though, and I'm going to just be honest. If anybody ever asks me that, I want to know. I want you to tell me. I'm not going to get mad at you for coming to me and telling me what you see. I'm going to thank you because in my mind, I am not the kind of woman that's that delusional where I want to pretend like I don't know something. And knowing that I know something and I want to pretend like I don't know something. Meanwhile, I am literally putting myself in jeopardy. I'm putting my health at risk. And my thing is, I would rather know ahead of time so that I can get out in front of it, so that I can prepare myself, so I can protect myself, so on and so forth. I don't care about anything else. Let me know. But a lot of women are delusional, right? If I tell somebody, you better tell me if you see my man doing something and I find out later that you knew and you didn't tell me, I'm sorry, but you're not my friend. I'm going to be very upset that you didn't tell me. That's what's going to make me upset. But that's just the way I look at it. So as a woman, we all have to evaluate what kind of women we are, what kind of women we want to be, what kind of friend do you want to be, and stand on that. And don't let anybody come into your life and tell you something different unless it aligns with what you want or it's a new perspective and you're like, oh, you know what, I never thought of it that way or whatever. That's fine. But I will never let anybody come into my life and change how I do things. I feel like I have a duty to tell a woman, if I consider her my friend, hey, such and such is cheating on you. I would hate to not say something and then you go ahead and marry him knowing he's a cheater, or you didn't know he was a cheater, you went ahead and marry him. I would rather you have all the information before you marry him, for an example, or before you have a baby with this guy, before y'all move in together and join finances or whatever. In my mind, I would want to be that person that helped to save you from something. That's literally the entire premise of my channel anyway. That's just the way my brain works. We already don't have control over so much in this life. So the things that we do kind of somewhat have control over, it's like, why not have control over it? I would definitely want somebody to tell me. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Tell me what you would do. Tell me what you have done in the comment section. Let me know. If you have some different or better advice, leave it in the comment section. I would definitely love to know. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
All together, girls. 1, 2, 3. Fuck these men on the internet. They don't know what they want, but they will see what they can get. Oh, go and waste your one and only precious life while pretending not to have a full receding hairline. So keep your eyes on his hairline and your hand on your drink. For all you know, he is a psycho.